I'm here with Bryan Eisenberg, who spoke at the Conversion Jam yesterday, and he has volunteered to summarize the whole conference in a few sentences. What was it, Bryan?
Well, it was interesting, after sitting through speaker after speaker, and I've heard a lot of these speakers speak in a few other conferences and stuff like that, but I think there's one consistent takeaway. If I had to bring it down to one sentence that gave you everything that you had to take home from the conference was, give your customers what they want. And it seems so easy. It's just a simple sentence like, oh yes, give them what they want. But the reality is this is about a little bit of what I talked about, right? How to start off being customer-centric. It's what I did my workshop about. Giving people perspectives and thoughts on how to approach, whether it's mobile design, e-commerce design, SaaS strategy, whatever it is. How do you figure out what's behind the customer, why they're making decisions, what's the psychology behind those decisions, how are you going to motivate them, how are you going to persuade them, how you can do better copy, how you can create better content. All the different pieces to get them engaged, to interact, so you can meet your business goals and they can achieve their goals too. And if you sat here long enough and you took all those notes and you just had to come back and point to that one thing that you learned that gave you everything you needed, that's that one thing. Take everything you can within your organization to understand your customers and give them what they want.
Great, and I think that from my point of view, the conference was customer-centric and listening to your customers. We've heard that for a long time, but what was really useful from the conference, from my opinion, was that all the speakers gave tons and tons of tested tactics.
Practical, one after another. I'm trying to give a high-level summary, of course. The people who are not here missed out by getting all the examples. Yeah. I mean, even someone like myself who's been doing this 20 years, I found an example here or two. I'm like, oh, I can use that somewhere. And so, if I can do it after 20 years of being there and you weren't here, you missed it.
What do you think about the event?
The event was great, well orchestrated. Again, every single attendee's feedback was just how practical it was, how much they were getting to bring back to the office and be able to use. The only little bit negative feedback, right?
Yeah, let's be honest.
So focus on for next year is a couple of people said that was a little bit too e-commerce focused.
Right? Okay.
And it wasn't enough business to business or complex sales focus. I mean, it was in the medical equipment business. So, and I got that from a couple of other people as well. So, we may want to consider adding a little bit more to that. And I'm sure next year we can find a couple of examples. There's plenty of them out there. But otherwise, everyone I spoke to was just thrilled about the event.
Okay, great. So, thanks for those tips. We'll work it into the schedule next year. And thank you very much for coming, Bryan.
You're welcome.
Thank you.